Guys, my name is Luke, this is beautiful Susie, this is the Outdoor Gear Review, and today we are packing our bags because we have an overnight trip coming up. In this episode, we are grabbing our gear, packing our bags, and we will be talking about why we're using what we're using. So with that being said, let's head to the gear room, let's grab some gear. Ah yes, gear heaven everyone. So what pack do you have there, Susie?
This is my ultra lightweight pack. It's from Henker, and I love it because it is so lightweight. So I'm taking it again on this trip.
Sounds good. She's grabbing her quilts.
We're gonna have temps in the 40s or 50s. I don't want a heavy bag. I don't need a super warm bag. Nothing is worse than when you're in your sleeping bag and you start to sweat. We need a ground sheet, and I will get my sleeping pad, which is a Thermarest X-Therm. I always use this one.
Now, as far as backpack goes, I haven't made that decision yet. So, let's see. I will grab this Jack's Are Better quilt. I've been testing this out for a while. This will be my last use before I go to the review. I've been using that a ton. When it comes to the tent, we have the Sierra Designs Clear Wing 2. I have no idea why they call this the Clear Wing. I don't even know what that means, Clear Wing. I don't know, but we will use that. Let's see, when it comes to sleeping pad, I'm going to throw caution to the wind and use the Snug Pack sleeping pad. The first one failed me. Let's see how this one does. I have my fire kits, miscellaneous kits, power kit. I like the color orange, so I'm going to use an orange pack. What do you all think? The orange North Face pack. Let's give this a shot. Now when it comes to this pack, this is called the Alteo, I believe. This is the Alteo 50, if I'm pronouncing that right, from North Face. It is very lightweight, it has a lot of features here, and this is an eBay special. I picked this up brand new for like $70 off of eBay. You can find brand new North Face packs that are legit, they're not copycats if you look around. North Face is a big company, they sell a ton of these, they make a lot, you can find them cheap. We have our food bag. Grab some tuna.
Grab some apple crisp. Grab some biscuits and gravy. So for this trip, guys, we need water shoes. So I'm gonna bag mine up. You guys are not gonna believe this, but the trip that I planned has 32 water crossings in it.
Additionally, we are taking with us the Pocket Rocket Deluxe Stove. This is supposedly better for cooler temperatures, so in the morning, we will see how well this performs. I'm excited to use this. This will be the first time out with it. This supposedly has like a built-in pressurized valve, which pressurizes the can. That means it performs better in cold temperatures. We shall see. We shall see. Let's see here. That's a loud piece of right there. Are you impressed?
No.
Sorry. One little piece of kit that I want to talk about is this little pouch from Z-Packs. Now, this is what usually I wear on my harness system, and I carry it concealed with this. I have the zipper pointed towards my right side, so I can zip and grab my handgun. Since I have the pretty lady with me, I will bring this along. One other piece of kit that I will be bringing along is a bear hang system, and that's because we are going to be out truly in the middle of nowhere. Lots of bears. Lots and lots of bears. And it's warm enough now that the bears are out. They're hungry. Right over here is Lucas, and he doesn't want to be on camera. We're not going to force him. That's okay. Why don't you just say hi from the corner?
Hello.
You sure you don't want to walk by?
Just walk by.
Okay.
That's all you get to see.
All right,
Walk.
You guys will see Lucas in the future. We have some adventures and trips coming up with you and a buddy. That's going to be a lot of fun. Also, Iratron, Lucas and myself, we have a road trip coming up. So make sure to stay tuned. It's going to involve more than just driving, for once. How about that?
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. When it comes to water, we have this here. This is a 3-liter bag with a filter on the end, and I love this thing. It works so incredibly good. For multiple reasons, I am wearing a pair of zip-off pants. First, it's going to be hot. 2, there's a lot of water crossings. So this is going to make that entire process nice and easy. Now, these are a pair of Fjallraven pants, and I picked these up on eBay for 45 bucks, brand new. I just got them hemmed, got them back, they fit great. The material is very different, and the design of these pants are very different. These are the Abisco summer pants or something like that. I'll flash the name on the screen for you. We will see how well they perform on the trail. I am bringing extra socks and a very lightweight insulation layer, a sweater in other words, because it's not going to be very cold. Now, in addition to my clothing, I am wearing moisture wicking boxers. These are worth their weight in gold. You can wear average cotton underwear boxers and whatnot. You're not going to get crotch rot, but you may have some serious chafing. When you have moisture wicking underwear, it just pulls that moisture away and you don't have to worry about it. So these are worth a lot on the trail. Now, since I've never used the Pocket Rocket Deluxe, I need to make sure that it actually works and doesn't have any issues before taking it out on the trail. So let's go ahead and crank this thing up here. One thing that I noticed right off the bat is that the adjuster is very, very loose. Definitely working. Alright. It works, no doubt about that. Now, one thing that I do every single time I'm getting ready to go out on a trip, I go through every single one of my kit bags and I make sure that I have plenty of supplies. I always keep a piece of tin foil with me. I check on the status of that. What condition is it in? I make sure that I have numerous lighters. For this trip, we will have a fire, hopefully, so I have some solid fuel. Check the fuel in the can, it's good. I want to show you all this real quick, everything that I have inside of my pot. So I have this pot here, then I have a cup for coffee and so on. Inside of that, I have the stove, the Deluxe. I'm going to wrap that up in a towel so it doesn't rattle around. It's nice and safe on the inside. You put the lid on and then store it inside of the carry bag. And there you go, you have a pretty good fire kit. An additional cup for Susie, a can of gas. I'm leaving the Pocket Rocket Deluxe carrying bag here at the house because this thing is pretty heavy. It's a little bit overkill. Alright, so I'm packing my food bag now, kind of going over everything. We are having tuna for lunch. And essentially that's going to be a tortilla wrap. So that's 4 tortillas. I like mayonnaise, so 2 packs of mayonnaise for me. We are having the turkey dinner, biscuits and gravy for breakfast the next day. We have an apple crisp for dessert. Gosh, that is good, by the way. We have all sorts of snacks. We have coffee, electrolyte mix. This is my plastic little trash bag for garbage. This bag here is also my bear bag. We did the food bag. We did the fire bag. Going to take a quick look at my power bag here. Some of this I need to get rid of. I will keep the light stick. I have a battery bank, one for myself, one for Susie, charging cable for my phone, a headlamp. Now when it comes to my miscellaneous kit, I have a piece of bubble wrap to sit on just in case things are wet, which is definitely possible because it has been raining. I have my toilet paper, toothbrush, toothpaste. I have stuff for sinuses and so on. That is one thing that I want to make sure that I have are some sinus pills. And I have one. I'll add one more to it, just to make sure that I have my bases covered. Backup water treatment, some extra cordage, some wet wipes, usual stuff. So let's go ahead and start packing the bag here real quick. Get this episode done and over with so you guys aren't bored to death. Starting with my sleeping bag, or my quilt, shoving that in the bottom. I want the lighter weight objects in the bottom. I want the heavier up here against the back of the pack, right against my back. That allows for the most comfort and manageability of your loadout. If you have heavy weights in weird places, it really does alter the distribution of the weight. It will also cause muscle fatigue and so on. Taking the tent, throwing in the sleeping pad. I don't need a clothing bag for this trip because I'm not bringing much in the way of clothing. I have my sweater, an extra pair of socks. I'm shoving all of these items that I don't need down in the bottom to kind of fill in the voids. That is going to help with the loadout here. Now, because we are doing so many water crossings, I am bringing my flip-flops, just in case I have to switch over to them. I will keep these on the outside of my pack for quick access. So, when it comes to that little carry and conceal pouch, I will go ahead and attach this now. You guys can see the harness system here. That is the left harness. I want that zipper pointing towards my right side so I can unzip and grab my gun if I need to. So I've attached a carabiner to the top and one to the bottom. So I could take my Glock 43, put it right inside, and then zip it up. Just like that. And there's plenty of room here for additional mags and so on. So I unzip, grab, and I can go. Now you may be wondering, do I really need to conceal for this trip? Well, I firmly believe in taking care of your own security. It's irresponsible to rely on someone else, and it's a bad decision to make. Now, where we are going is very remote, so we will be out truly in the middle of nowhere. Very poor cell phone service, if any at all. No one is going to hear us scream. As Susan mentioned before, there's a lot of water to this trip, so we don't need to carry a ton with us. 32 water crossings, so I have one small bottle, one larger one for coffee and so on. There is no chance of rain tomorrow or the next day, so I'm leaving the pack cover here at the house. So I just had this on the scale, 22 pounds. And that includes food and water, so that's not bad at all. Always start with your waist belt. Once you have that done, move to your sternum strap. Okay, guys, gals, this thing's pretty much ready to go. I'm done. Now it's Susie's turn to pack.
It's time to get packed up. So in goes the quilt, all the way to the bottom. And basically what I try to do is just distribute the weight of all the rest of this other stuff.
Ah. So 15-pound range.
Nice.
Dang.
Yes.
Someone is going to be flying up that mountain tomorrow. I have a feeling it's going to be you.
That's the plan. That's the plan. So I do have 2 small kit bags that I will add to this later. It has things like my hygiene stuff, and I'll just throw that in later. Shouldn't add much weight at all. Other than that, I am good to go.
Awesome. Me too, everybody. Me too. I still have to add the batteries for the trip. And that's pretty much it. I am ready to rock and roll with this adventure. So everybody, that pretty much wraps it up for this episode, for this vlog. Hope you guys learned something and had fun. We will see you all on the trail. Say goodbye, Susie.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Strength and honor.